Dr. Scott, let's get down to the meat and potatoes. Tell us more about these bobble locks that you talk about.
Well, Mick, if you take a look here, we have the different styles of the bobble lock here. So obviously we have what are called the push-pull and the more traditional handle locks. So these are biometric locks, which biometric means that it's geared to read your fingerprint.
More for homeowners.
Correct. So we just see that the door unlocked. You close the door by our simulation here, and the lock locks 2 seconds later. Let's say you don't want to use the fingerprint. You touch the back of the keypad, it illuminates. We enter the code followed by the star, and it locks. It also works with your smartphone. So you could send a one-time code to a serviceman or kid home from college. That'll send a one-time code. They can open it, get in, and then that code is deleted. And it also tracks who's coming in and out of your house as well. It sends the alerts to your smartphone. So you would have to download the app for that. But if we look at these are the smart home ones. Again, it has the biometric function. It has the touch keypad.
Enter your passcode followed by the star button.
Also has the card, and the card is good for your kids.
You have exceeded the entry time limit.
Because if your kids come in with their friends, you certainly don't want them to see the code to the house. It's basically your key. So you can give your son or daughter a small card like you get at a grocery store, and it reads that, and that way your security is protected. And then it comes in the many different colors that we see here. And also too with their installation is very similar to U.S. made locks. So I do recommend a professional locksmith installer, but if you're handy, you do it yourself, or these are easily installed. And then if we look at the different colors here, I think these would be great locks also to enhance a high-rise condominium, certainly upscale, I mean, based on their color and their functions. So we have all the colors and functions that you would want for your house, and be one of the first to have a lock like this here in the United States.
So I'm really bad with installations. Do I have to buy a new door? Do I have to make a new hole?
Absolutely not. Certainly, if you have the minimal skills, the main thing is having the tools. You got to have the right tools to install it. You got to have a drill. You got to have some drill bits. You got to have a hole saw. So these are just classic things if you were going to do a new installation on your existing house, or with the holes that are already on your door. The template, the locks come with a template, and you'll be able to match up the holes from the template to the existing holes on your door. And then you might just have to ream out an edge of it to make it work on your door. And then certainly it's a mortise lock, so you would have to make the mortise cut as well. And that's been done for 200 years.
My lock currently is mechanical, and it gets sticky sometimes, but it doesn't have power. It doesn't talk to me. How are these things powered up?
Great question, Mick. If you want to pan in a little bit closer here, we have this one set up. So we see two sides for AA batteries. So this side here is the side that operates the lock. This side here is the side that operates the Wi-Fi. And you'll have a Wi-Fi bridge that plugs into here. That way, because your Wi-Fi is always more active, it's always searching for cell phones or cell towers. So that way your Wi-Fi doesn't drain the day-to-day operation of the lock. Also too, if we swing back to the front, we see these two prongs here. Now when you go into a low battery mode, these locks will give you kind of what they call a school bell ring, like a ding-a-ling kind of a thing. If you still don't replace the batteries, if you forget or you're on vacation, you come back, the lock is absolutely dead. You have a mechanical key that will get you in. Now, I would never recommend having this on your key ring. This should be in a safe lock box that's outside of the house near the lock. So you'll have this, and you can hook a 9-volt battery up to just by putting the prongs to the door lock here, and that will supply an emergency supply so that the keypad will work and you can get in. And that would be an absolute last effort in case you lost these keys. So the key is don't lose these keys.
Do you have any more plans for videos on operations? Or?
Absolutely. We're going to have every tutorial you will need available on our website. And we're not going to sell one lock till all those tutorials are up and in place.
Thanks for your time today,
Thank
Doctor.
you. Thanks, everybody.